Hello, everyone. I'm Major Garrett in Washington. Welcome to The Takeout. We're going to do two things here we don't typically do. One, we're going to start the show here in the Conversation Corner. And two, we're going to preemptively cover the weather. Why are we doing the weather? Well, because this winter storm appears poised to smack much of this nation upside the head. That, I'm told, is a technical weather term, smack upside the head. Heavy snow, freezing rain, ice, high winds, sub-freezing temperatures, all are forecast. Of course, some states are better equipped to deal with this than others. Our concerns tonight center on Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, where snow mixing with freezing rain could down power lines and plunge cities and towns into darkness and danger. 11 states in total are bracing for what amounts to a prolonged ice storm. Such events not only threaten power, but make any driving and even walking treacherous. Because weather projections are, by their very nature, imprecise, many cities are girding for the worst. Shreveport, Nashville, Atlanta, Spartanburg, Charlotte, Raleigh, and Richmond, just to name a few. Now, for anyone in the storm's path, here is what I want you to listen and monitor for: the issuance in your area of a winter storm warning or an ice storm warning. Some places, I'm sad to say, will get both of those warnings, and that could mean very harsh conditions ahead. One of the biggest complicating factors: sub-freezing temperatures are expected to linger across this storm's path for days, delaying not only the thaw, but complicating any effort to restore power if it is lost. In that regard, you might remember in 2021 in Texas, a winter storm knocked out power to 4.5 million residents and businesses. At least 246 people died. Meteorologists are comparing this storm to that Texas storm. Related, Duke Energy has already warned its 3.8 million customers in North Carolina and South Carolina to expect multi-day outages. States of emergency have already been declared in many states, including the Carolinas, Georgia, and Virginia. The Federal Department of Energy has ordered grid operators to provide currently unused backup power to data centers, homes, and businesses should the storm knock out principal power sources. We begin tonight with our Nicole Valdes, who is in Nashville, Tennessee. Nicole, what's the preparation there look like?
Major, good to be with you. We know whether we get the snow or we get the ice, this is going to be a dangerous situation for cities like Nashville, but not just Nashville. We're talking about Dallas, Oklahoma City, Atlanta, Charlotte. These are major cities and major travel hubs where we are going to see the impacts of this storm pack a punch. In terms of preparation, well, the good news is a lot of these cities say we've had time this week to get our crews together and to get a plan in place to try to be as best prepared as we can be and best respond once that snow and that ice starts to move in. In Music City, just to give you an example, we've had crews and snowplow drivers driving for the last 2 days, pre-treating roads. They put down what's a chemical mixture. It's called brine. The goal of that is it'll actually try to heat up the asphalt. So as that snow and that ice falls, hopefully they can try to prevent as much of it as they can from sticking to the ground, because they say that could be the most dangerous situation of all, is some of these roads and freeways literally turning into an ice rink. It is not going to be safe if that happens for anyone, no matter what kind of car you've got, whether it's four-wheel drive or not, to be driving on those roads. They still know they may see those emergency calls come in, and they know they've got to make those paths as safe as possible for ambulance drivers, for their state troopers who are going to be out trying to help people who may still have to leave their homes. Even though if you ask anybody here, they're going to say if you have to leave or if you don't have to leave, just please don't. Major.
If you don't have to leave, stay home, and municipalities in this entire storm's path trying as best they can to plan ahead. Nicole Valdes from Nashville, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it.